You've got to get a pretty thick head. I may be a lot of things, but I am not a killer.
You don't have to blow her brains out or anything.
Thank you. That takes the pressure right off.
She's old. She's got a bad ticker. All you gotta do is jerk around a lot when you talk to her. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Lifts.
Karen, what the hell's going on out there?
We woke her up.
Nothing, Mama. Who's this?
This is Cousin Patty. He's gonna be staying with us for a while. Isn't that nice?
You don't have a cousin Patty.
You lied to me.
Well, I have no guests except for this pillow here. So I am reviewing Throw Mama from the Train, the 1987 dark comedy. So yes, we do have obviously the commercial after, but yes, Dumb and Dumber, we are bringing them back for this wonderful segment for this video. So I will review Throw Mama from the Train right after this.
In the early 1900s, the toys kids wanted most for Christmas were a piggy bank and a Lionel train. In the 30s, kids' two favorites were tin soldiers and a Lionel train. By the 50s, it was coonskin caps and the Lionel. Every Christmas, kids have their favorite toys. And every Christmas, one of them is a Lionel train. Why just give a toy when you can give a tradition, Lionel?
Well, I hope you enjoyed that lovely commercial. And I know that obviously, because kids don't like these underneath the tree anymore, they have gone way, way, way down in value. So if you have a Lionel train and you think it's worth $1 million, it's probably worth $24. So I do. I have a train. No, I had it under there last year.
Not the one before.
Oh, this last Christmas we did. The one before we did not. Oh, I thought you said last year we did not have it.
You know what? That's the one that's only first.
So unfortunately, video games have taken the place of the wonderful Lionel trains. Why people can't have both, I don't know.
When you have 20 people in your house, trains underneath the tree is not a good idea. We had them stacked halfway up to the ceiling and halfway to the living. We had a lot of questions.
There could still be another way.
Yeah, if it got smashed by presents.
You could have it under another tree or something.
Who has more than one tree in the house?
I don't know. It could happen. I think I actually know somebody that actually had two.
Oh, we do know someone who has two.
So moving on here. So, yeah, and this is Stimpy, who is my guest. And yes, because I was out today, I have my coffee. So now I'm playing late night talk show host. I'm auditioning for Jimmy Kimmel's job. I'm probably funnier than he is.
That's mean. I forgot to mention your wine that you also bought.
Oh, yes, and I also do have some wine, so if I do have some brain cramps, that's why, because that does definitely affect thought process. So, so this is Throw Mama from the Train. That's why I figured I would do a toy train commercial. Hey, why not? So this is starring Billy Crystal, and we just reviewed a movie with Billy Crystal, City Slickers. He was in City Slickers 2. Yes.
When we do that?
We did that last week.
Was I sleeping?
No. We reviewed it. It was the one where he's on the cattle drive.
I probably fall. And I'll hold the phone.
Oh. So Billy Crystal, of course, we know he was in a little bit of Saturday Night Live. He was in Mr. Saturday Night. He was in When Harry Met Sally, Father's Day, just to name a few movies that he was in, and also The Princess Bride.
And no.
You wouldn't have recognized him in that movie because I forgot what part he played. He played like a troll type of character.
I never seen it.
Okay, well, somebody has not seen The Princess Bride.
I'm probably the only one who has not.
Probably not, since Andre the Giant was in that movie. So, yeah, he was. He played the giant.
Oh, I guess he fit the part well.
He did fit the part really well. And the wonderful, talented actor, and not that Billy Crystal's not, but Danny DeVito is in this,
Who's
and
that?
and he also directed this as well.
The director too?
He did, yes.
Did not know he was a director.
Yep.
Now Danny DeVito.
I know you know who Danny DeVito is, but it makes it funny anyway. He was in Batman Returns. He was in the show Taxi.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
Never seen it.
He was in Renaissance Man.
Nope.
He was in Romancing the Stone.
Nope.
Jewel of the Nile.
You may watch that one.
Yes, I did. He was in the movie Twins, Junior.
Nope.
Really? Nope, nope, and nope. Matilda.
There you go. I'll wait for that one.
He was in a bunch of movies, and he's also in the wonderful Jersey Mike's commercial. So yes, he's advertising poison. And Rob Reiner is in this as, I think it's Billy Crystal's agent. He is also, Rob Reiner's in a little bit of this movie.
Who's that?
He was in All in the Family. No, really? Bye Bye Love. He was mostly a director. He did direct American President. Nope, really? Nope. I believe he directed As Good as It Gets as well.
Definitely no.
And he was in Sleeping in Seattle.
Never seen it.
Or I'm sorry, Sleepless in Seattle. The wine is already kicking in.
You didn't touch it yet.
No, I didn't touch it yet. I just had to use it as an excuse. So that is part of Rob
We started
Reiner's.
that. We never finished it.
Yes, we did.
Ah.
So this movie came out in 1987, and I know that we've done a lot of movies that were in the 80s. I believe the top movie in 87, I thought for some reason it was a slow year. Not a lot of huge hits in 87. I thought it was Beverly Hills Cop 2, but I could be very, very wrong on that. So in 1987, the big movie was Three Men and a Baby. I'm sorry. So, and Good Morning Vietnam is on that list. That was highly ranked, so that was a good movie. And then another one is, like I said, Beverly Hills Cop 2 and Fatal Attraction. But if Three Men and a Baby is the number one, like I said, it was kind of a slow year. So now that pretty much the characters, Kate Mulgrew is his ex-wife in this movie. She was in, I guess, Star Trek Voyager and Orange is the New Black. So yeah, it's whatever. I never really heard of her either. So I kind of wish they got a more. Well, she does play the part well, I guess, as obnoxious as she is. So to start things off, Billy Crystal, his character name is Larry Donner, and he has writer's block. He wrote a book under his ex-wife's name. She took it. She became successful, and of course, she goes on Dopra. I'm sorry, Oprah. So we all know that Oprah loves bread and also loves, well, she does. And she also loves females who are successful, but of course she buys this lady's nonsense, as she would, and she puts her on her stupid show. So now the question I have is, why is Larry Donner watching Dopra? So, like I said, he has writer's block. He works for a community college teaching how to write books. And he has one of his students in his classes named Owen Lift. That's something that some of my friends need to get them around place to place because they can't walk. So, so anyway, so he's teaching Owen. He's one of his students. I don't want to get swatted by Stimpy here. And he somehow they get Owen's writing a detective novel, and somehow he gets the signals mixed up, And he thinks that they're going to be doing a crisscross where he thinks that his teacher, Larry, is going to kill his mother and Owen is going to kill his ex-wife. So Owen, of course, being Owen, he goes to Hawaii and he says that he kills Larry's ex-wife, and now he wants him to return the favor by killing his mother. So he goes to Owen's mother's house, not Owen's house, and he gets to meet Momma, who is played by, I can't believe I forgot to mention the mom's name in this, the lovely Anne Ramsey. And we know her from the Goonies. She played the evil lady in that movie, who was actually the criminal who was actually tough in that movie. The one with the kids when they're trying to save their town from getting torn ripped into a golf course. We did review it. Remember the Steve One-Eyed Willie? They were on the pirate ship and they were being chased with that big it. Yeah. So that was Anne Ramsey in this, and or in that she obviously talked better because she was going through some cancer treatment during this movie. Very painful oral. She had throat cancer, so then she passed away shortly after this was made. And Anne Ramsey was also in an episode of Elf, and her real husband was also in that episode as well. So Anne Ramsey plays Owen's lovely mother, who pretty much insults him the whole movie. So obviously Owen wants to get rid of her. So it's kind of
could just move out of her house.
yeah, he could do that. That would be he is a grown man. He's probably on Discord as well. So
He's also like 40.
he's also like 40. Probably he probably prays to witches as well, underneath the stars. He probably does that. He probably watches WWE as well. So so anyways, Owen is so obviously so then they try to obviously throw her eventually from a moving train eventually in this movie here. So I will just go into the first clip because that is the story. So I will show you the first clip in just a second.
How am I doing? Hello, Wolf. Remember me, Professor Blank?
You must have been living under a rock. Ladies and gentlemen, the author of the best-selling novel...
Author of the best-selling novel.
Fire.
Author of the best-selling novel?
You must be very proud of yourself.
My book and put her name on it. What's to be proud of?
Well, here is the first clip. So he's got writer's block, so obviously he's trying to keep himself occupied. And yes, to those younger viewers who do watch, that is a TV remote. That's actually what he uses to click his TV on, and I know it looks very different than today's. Those ones actually lasted longer, and yes, they did have a little click to them.
I was going to say the same.
What? Oh, okay, yes. Well, or some of them didn't even have remotes, and you had to get up and actually turn it on the little dial. So he turns on Dopra for whatever reason, and his ex-wife is on there with the book. And then, of course, Oprah does her nonsense about her doing it herself, which she did not do. So, so this is obviously there is some. He's obviously very very angry. So yeah, he does owe. He owes my wonderful soon-to-be wife a few dollars for some remarks that he makes afterwards that we did not put on the TV. So, so the next clip I will show is Owen with his lovely mother, played by Anne Ramsey, and yes, she plays the part very, very well. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Oh, Mama!
Right into her, right to her.
Don't start that again, Mama, and don't hit me anymore.
You love her.
There's no her, Mama.
You're writing a letter.
I'm writing a story for class, Mom. Don't you understand? I take a class. I take a nice class. And I'm going to...
You'll never get to first base. All you do is type, 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 type. You sit there typing all day like a fat little pigeon.
You won't ever hear it again, Mama. I promise.
Mama, I think she died, Sonny. I don't know.
Well, here is Owen's lovely mother. So he was typing, and then she sort of, I guess she had wetness in his ear. It is hard to understand his mother in this movie, which of course is really no fault of her own. Um, but because she's going through the treatment, it is hard to understand her sometimes. I thought she was swearing at Owen a couple times in this movie, and she was not. So I accidentally misquoted her a few times. So so this is Owen's mother here. I can't say it. I thought she dropped an F bomb, and she did not. She called him fat. I thought she said something else. So I'm not going to say it on here. So this is his mother, pretty much. She doesn't like him, I guess, writing his little stories. So I guess he has to get something out of her ear. I think it's just wet. Oh, it is, because I think she just got done taking a bath or a shower. So Owen has to suck it out, but of course she slaps him in the face, and then she verbally abuses him.
Oh,
And
you
I,
do to me all the time.
oh yes, I'm horrible. So so she is obviously she gets under Owen's skin a little bit here. So he has little visions of killing his mother, and of course, putting scissors through her like that would really create a lot. He would really have to do a lot of force. So she does seem like a sweet lady after he does his little chore here, but yeah, so she has her little mood swings. So now I will. So now the next clip here, what Owen does to Billy Crystal's part, Larry Donner, he follows him on a date, which was a really funny scene. But you'll have to see that for yourself. And then he follows him to his house a few times, and he calls him late at night, and he just begs him about his story. So finally, he gives in, and then he meets him probably in front of a 7-Eleven. Owen probably had to get his big gulp Slurpee, and they are just sitting on a bench talking. And then he tells them about to eliminate the motive in his murder mystery. So so then what Larry Donner does is he brings up the Alfred Hitchcock movie. I forgot the name of that. Strangers on a Train, and then they end up crisscrossing. So of course, they're playing that movie at one of the theaters. So Owen decides to go, and he's munching on his popcorn. He watches the movie, and then he kind of gets the wrong idea. So I will show this clip in just a second.
Like you and me. Each one has somebody that he'd like to get rid of. So, they swap murders.
Swamp murders.
Each fellow does the other fellow's murder, then there's nothing to connect them. Each one has murdered a total stranger. Like you do my murder. I do yours. Your wife, my father.
Well, I'm not going to get after Owen for seeing an Alfred Hitchcock movie. At least his movies, for the most part, were actually very, very good. So, so this is Owen at the movie theater. Obviously, he gets the wrong idea, and then he decides to. I think I might be having a guest soon. And then he decides to call his professor again when he is kind of busy on a date. So I will actually show that clip in just a second.
All aboard. I'm buying a gun, Owen.
You're probably wondering what happened to me today.
No, not at all.
I saw that movie. I know now what you try to tell me, Professor Donner.
Oh, good.
Crisscross.
Well, so here's the part here with Owen interrupting Larry when he's having a little bit of fun on his on his date, and of course, in the middle of it, he decides to call. He probably has him on radar, and he's probably watching him on camera or something. So, obviously, Larry's a little bit angry because Owen is interrupting him again when they're having their little activity. So, we also do get Owen's mother yelling at him in the background, which was pretty cool. So Owen is flying to Hawaii. Where he got the money for this, I don't know. So um, so now I will show Larry's wonderful agent. Of course, he's probably going to be saying that he's no longer needed since he's hasn't really written anything successful. So we will get to meet his agent in just a second.
Larry, you have every right to feel like this is the lowest point of your entire life. Arnie, what are you doing? You're bending the fern. Don't bend the fern. Fluff it. Fluff it.
How, as a human being, can you give up on somebody after 7 years?
Larry, this is a whole other agency. Besides, you've never written anything.
What about Hot Fire?
This may be a tad bit disturbing, but we've just signed your wife on as a client.
Give me a doctor, Joe.
Larry.
Well, this meathead here is his wonderful agent, Joel. And he's talking about fluffing ferns. I think this guy has had a lot of marshmallow fluff just from looking at his chubby cheeks. That looks like he is a big fat blowfish. So, so anyway, so yes, this is Rob Reiner, and he does play Joel. Something I forgot to bring up is Rob Reiner also directed The Princess Bride, which Billy Crystal was in. So Rob Reiner is a brilliant director. Personally, I can't stand the guy. So obviously, he plays his agent, who is dumping him after 7 years. So, so I guess bye bye, Larry. So now we will show Owen in Hawaii, and let's see what he does to his wonderful ex-wife. It looks like he is going to OJ her. He's putting on the gloves and everything. So I doubt they were bought at Bloomingdale's. I think he probably picked these up at the local Walmart or Kmart, possibly also. So I will show this clip in just a second.
Oh my God.
I know I'm trying to remember where we left off. Okay. Well, it looks like the deed here is done, and I know it's hard to believe that he somewhat OJ'd her. I guess it really wasn't a butchering; it was just a little. It was a little shove. So I guess he either fed her to the sharks or she drowned. So Owen, I guess, did the deed. So now he gets to call Larry, and I'm sure Larry is going to be jumping for joy when he gets his wonderful phone call. So I will show this clip in just a second.
Who is this? Professor Donner? Aloha, hello. Who is this? It's Owen. Owen? Yeah, from class. What do you want? It's done. You want anything from Hawaii? Hawaii? Wiki wiki. Hawaii. What are you doing in Hawaii? Crisscross, you know. Owen, I'm hanging up on you now. Oh, yeah, right, I got you. Boy, are you smart. Do to my wife. I don't want to say on the phone. All I can tell you is that I killed her last night. Owen, what the hell did you do now? Tell me the truth. Oh, meet me tonight at 7:30 where Mulholland Drive meets Cahuenga Pass. We'll discuss your end of the bargain. My end? What the...
So here's the. I like what Danny DeVito did here. Obviously, there are several different phones. I like how the pay phones are just standing up by themselves. There's one that looks like there's one that's just plain. There's one on a horse ranch. and then there's another one that's set up on a little clam, and then of course the last one is a pineapple. Oh yes,
I get to all these spots within 5 seconds.
that's what makes it great. This is why I think I should have looked up what Danny DeVito's first movie that he directed was. I know he directed this, and I believe he also directed Matilda. So I think he did. So this scene here was pretty funny. He pretty much tells Larry that he did the deed, that he killed his. See, I'm a little bit confused here. Is it his ex-wife or his wife? I really thought that they did get divorced, but it seems like that apparently they did not get that far yet. So this part here was incredibly funny because I think he called him maybe 3 or 4 times, and Larry Donner is also hungover. So he obviously doesn't really want to hear the voice of Owen, and then he actually he does ends up meeting him at Mulholland, and I forgot what other street it was, but he does tell him that if he turns in Owen, then he will tell him that Larry did it, and Larry has the motive, so he pretty much has him by the short ones. So he now goes to Owen's house, and he does find a plane ticket, but it is in Larry's name. You obviously cannot do that these days. They made the airlines incredibly complicated, especially Southwest. So now I will show the. Oh yes, and also the cops are now looking for Larry. He is now. They will be questioning him because, like they said, he is the prime suspect. So now I will show you the scenes here. There's a couple more with Owen's mother. So she finds Larry at the house. She forgets that he was at the kitchen table just the morning before. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Owen's friend.
Owen doesn't have a friend.
Because he's shy.
No, he's not. He's fat and he's stupid. Get out of my house. Where is Owen?
Owen went bowling.
I want Owen.
I'll be back in a minute.
I want my bat. I want my medicine.
I can get it for you.
Who the hell are you all of a sudden?
Let me hang it up for you.
I can hire my own job, damn.
I know that, but I would like to.
Well, this is where she calls Owen fat and stupid. So she's upset that Owen went bowling. I guess he went bowling by himself.
And he has no friends.
And he pretty much has, yes, he has absolutely no friends. So, and I just realized Owen doesn't really have a job either. So, so I guess he's not even good enough to deliver pizzas. So,
He doesn't want to work at both these.
no, I guess not. So, anyways, so Owen is, well, he's also taken up creative writing, and he's obviously struggling with that. So, poor Owen here just goes bowling, and this is where she pretty much insults Owen in front of Larry there. So now the final clip is where they are taking a train because Owen's mother watched the little television, and now she realizes that there's a supposed murderer in the house. So yes, she does panic and she threatens to, or she tries to call the police. So so now Larry here wants to take a train to Mexico to get away. So now I will show the final clip on where they are on the train. And does Owen's mother get pushed off? Well, we will see.
Be careful! Get away from me, you murderer! What have you done? You murderer! Owen!
Larry, you killer!
Save me!
I'm trying to kill him, trying to save you, Owen!
So this is the final clip here. So I'm not going to say what happens to his wonderful mother. So now, so at the end of this, though, I will say that part of it is let's just say that Owen did actually write a pop up book on this little adventure that they had. So now this is good because now Rob Gronkowski can see this movie and he will understand it because there is a pop up book that is for children. Now, the words in the pop-up book would confuse him, but the pictures will be okay as long as as long as somebody's watching it with him to explain it. So, so like I, so like I said, this is the final clip. But before I review this, the two clowns will be giving their point of view on this first. And because they're clowns, unfortunately they can't juggle. The one obviously is on his toilet chair, and Siskel the Grouch is just well, he wouldn't really know what to actually do with them. So I will show them in just a second.
Billy Crystal to Throw Mama from the Train. Our next
really
movie is named
doesn't.
Throw Mama from the Train, and this is the
was
first
not
film
part of
directed
the
by
deal at
Danny
all.
DeVito, who turns to another director for his inspiration for the story in this movie. He turns, in fact, to Alfred Hitchcock, who in the 1951 classic movie Strangers on a Train came up with a plot where the perfect murder, he argues, is when two strangers exchange murder victims, so that each one kills the other person's enemy, and then each one has an airtight alibi for the murder that he would naturally be suspected of having committed. Well, in Throw Mama from the Train, both Danny DeVito and his college instructor, Billy Crystal, have people that they want to kill. DeVito wants to kill his drill sergeant mother.
No, Mama, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, Mama, honest to God, I didn't do it.
You tell them to take me away.
And Crystal says, although he doesn't really mean it, that he wants to kill his ex-wife, who ripped off a best-selling book that he wrote.
I would say that once I was divorced, blissfully divorced, freedom overcame me, and I was allowed to be the writer, the artist that I was never allowed to be within the confines of my prison-like marriage.
Crystal is only saying he'd like to kill his wife, but to his absolute horror, DeVito takes him seriously.
I kill your wife, you kill my mama. That's fair. I am not killing your mother. You have to turn yourself in.
I'm not turning myself in. It was part of our plan.
What plan? There was no plan, you moron!
Now DeVito expects Crystal to deliver on his end of the bargain and kill his mother.
You don't have to blow her brains out or anything.
Thank you.
That takes the pressure right off.
She's old. She's got a bad ticker. All you gotta do is jerk around a lot when you talk to her. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Lips. Well, just meet her. Maybe she'd be somebody you'd like to kill.
Oh, then, what the hell's going on out there?
Nothing, Mama.
Woke her up.
Who are you talking to? Who's in there with you?
Nobody, Mama.
Who is this?
This is Cousin Patty. He's going to be staying with us for a while. Isn't that nice?
You don't have a cousin Patty.
You lied to me.
And that's one of the funniest moments in the movie. That frying pan comes right out of left field with perfect timing there. But somehow, Throw Mama from the Train is never quite that funny all the way through. Not as funny as I expected it to be with these two funny people in it. It doesn't have the kind of savage satirical humor of the cult films that it seems inspired by, especially a film like Where's Papa? In fact, the best scenes in this movie are the quiet and whimsical ones, like the one, and I loved it, where DeVito shows Crystal his coin collection. And each coin is valuable, not because it's rare, but because DeVito remembers the happy day when he first got it. This is the nickel I got when my dad took me to the zoo. Now, that would be an interesting coin collection, and that kind of sweetness might have made a movie all of its own. But Throw Mama from the Train never quite works as the black comedy that it wants to be.
I agree with you 100%. I think one of the problems is, first of all, Danny DeVito does not do a bad job directing this film. There's some very beautiful shots where he's framing himself as a small child, and he's showing his childlike qualities. That's why I think we're so attracted to those sweet scenes. But we're expecting here a very hard, fast, mean comedy. And Billy Crystal is given too much room and goes way over the top. DeVito, oddly enough, turns in the better performance. Crystal, who I admire a great deal, is wild and loose and shouting all the time at a fever pitch, and that is what I thought hurt the film.
Well, another thing I think is the screenplay. I think it could have done with a little more intricate plotting, because the whole, not to give anything away, but the whole business of who is and isn't killed and why they are or are not thought that they're killed and what happens to them then is really, it seems to be thrown in directly from some old soap opera. It doesn't seem to have the kind of neat, tidy plotting that would make it all funny by making it very clear why people were wrong or right about what they thought. I guess I've been vague enough in talking about that, haven't I?
Yeah, I think that needed tightening up myself, and I'm sure that Mr. DeVito would agree with me.
2 thumbs down, though, for Danny DeVito's Throw Mama from the Train, the would-be double murder that wasn't cynical enough for its own good.
Well, here are the two clowns here. So obviously, Roger Ebert is still munching on his Aldi's Cheetos. So, well, actually, they may have plugged him up, so maybe he won't be filling up his toilet chair. So obviously, he did not. He didn't obviously care for this movie too much. He said the funniest part was the frying pan, which I did find funny. That may have been the funniest part, but I thought the lines were funny, and I did think Billy Crystal did a good job. But Danny DeVito outperforming him, is that really a surprise? He had the I don't know if I want to say he had the more challenging role, but he kind of had the more important role because it's like they said, it does show him it's like a child. He was playing with his train set outside, which I did kind of laugh at, just the way he was sitting there. And then also, yes, and then of course it showed. And then of course it was the part with the coin collection as well. So I think he did have the more complex role, and I thought Billy Crystal did fine, playing the part with the writer's block. Obviously he's angry at his ex-wife or wife or whatever you want to call it. So of course he was a little wild. What do they expect? Oh wait, they don't have any type of relationship with women. So, and obviously Roger Ebert doesn't for many, many, many reasons. So, and then we had Siskel the Grouch with his sweetness nonsense. This was a dark comedy. Now, it's not called a sweet comedy, but yeah, there were some harmless. Obviously, it shows Owen as like this harmless child type of grown up, I guess. But at least he isn't whiny and just playing video games like some of the usual child men that we know. Um, so I don't know really what their gripe was. Maybe they just said they were just expecting more. But I think for this 1987 movie, I actually thought it was really funny. I would prefer this over today's nonsense, which really shouldn't surprise anybody since I bash today's movies like crazy. Um, but I thought this was done well. It's like they said, he directed it fine. The screenplay, what I thought the screenplay was actually fine. I believe Stu Silver actually wrote this. Um, so if I had to grade this movie, I would give it a B. It was funny enough. I thought the plot was fine. The cops were looking for him. It made it sort of suspenseful and funny at the same time. So I think it was a nice comedy. Obviously, I didn't laugh real hard, but it got enough. It got my attention. I would highly recommend watching this more than one time because I honestly did not like this the first time I watched it, and then the second time I enjoyed it a lot. So so I don't know if this is streaming on anything. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, there's no capes and lasers in it, but it is funny enough. Actually, that would have been really funny if Danny DeVito did show up in a cape. That actually would have been really funny if he wore like a one piece pajama with candy canes or something. So yes, this is a movie that you maybe can watch with a family now. I don't know. Um, but yep. So subscribe if you want. Comment if you want, and thank you very much for watching.